everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the dictionary entry. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that these words that I have in black print are the entry words that we're going to be focusing on. Remember, the entry word in a dictionary are the words that you're looking to figure out what they mean. So they are going to be listed on the left-hand side of your dictionary page. They're the words that are in the dark print. Today our focus is going to be on looking at entry words that have more than one meaning, so multiple meaning words. I have 3 of those words written here. We're going to take a look at each one of them. We're going to read the 2 different definitions that they can mean, and then we're going to take a look at a few sentences to see if you can figure out which definition I'm actually referring to in regards to the word. So the first word is the word creature. Creature can mean an animal or a strange or imaginary living thing. Shuffle can mean to walk without picking up your feet, or it can mean to mix cards or paper so they are in different order. And the last one is the word swallow. Swallow can mean to make food or drink go down your throat, or it can mean a small bird with pointed wings. So we're going to go back up to the first word, which is creature. I'm going to read a sentence, and I want you to be thinking as I'm reading it, am I referring to definition 1, an animal, or definition 2, a strange or imaginary living thing? My first sentence is, many different creatures live in the forest. When I'm thinking about that sentence, many different creatures live in the forest, I'm looking for some key words in that sentence to help me figure out which definition would make the most sense. When I think about that first sentence, forest is something that comes to mind, and also live. So if I'm thinking about a forest, forest is something, it's real, it's a real place, and live is also something that is alive. So the only definition that would make sense here would mean an animal, because animals do live in the forest. Sentence number 2 for the word shuffle. I will shuffle the cards before we start the game. I will shuffle the cards before we start the game. Some clues in that sentence could be game, it could be cards. So when I'm looking at my 2 different definitions, to walk without picking up your feet and to mix cards or paper so they're in a different order, give you a second to think of which one makes the most sense, 1 or 2. And if you said number 2, you would be correct. There actually already is in this definition the word cards, and that's what we're thinking about. We're playing a game with cards. Sentence number 1, or definition number 1, would not make sense here because we're not talking about any type of movement with your feet. Okay, last sentence. I saw a swallow fly over my head. Think about definition 1 or definition 2. I saw a swallow fly over my head. Some clues in this sentence would be fly over head, would be some clues to help you figure out that you're really not talking about you taking a bite of anything or taking a drink of anything. And when we think about a small bird with pointed wings, a bird is something that could fly over your head. So if you said definition 2, you would be correct here. Okay, great job, 2nd grade. You're going to have a practice activity on Seesaw this week to practice your dictionary entry skills. So look for that in your activities whenever you log on to Seesaw this week. Great job.